But this morning, KXAN's Tom Miller caught up with Cassandra Pollock of the Texas Tribune to talk about Senate Bill 7, as well as other topics making headlines at the Capitol this week.
The Texas Senate worked late overnight to approve a controversial voting bill. What's in it and what's next for this proposal?
Right. Senate Bill 7 is a sweeping omnibus election bill that would make a number of reforms to the way that elections are conducted and held throughout the state. That bill is actually now heading to the House. And in the House today, there's actually a House committee hearing that's spending what's expected to be several hours on its own election bill proposal. There are a couple differences between the House and Senate proposals, and at some point, should the measure pass the House in the coming weeks, the two chambers would have to reconcile whatever differences the two bodies have over the legislation before sending it to the governor's desk. And again, depending on how this House committee hearing plays out today, the full House could take up the issue sometime over the next couple of weeks, which would all but certainly be a marathon debate.
I want to ask you about some new reporting this morning from the Texas Tribune saying that Longhorn former quarterback Colt McCoy, who now plays for the Arizona Cardinals, he joined wealthy donors organizing an effort to keep the song The Eyes of Texas as the alma mater. This week, some state lawmakers also joined calls for UT to get rid of the song. Is this going to make any difference?
Right, we're seeing support for both sides of the argument over whether UT Austin should keep the song. You saw that just this week with the Colt McCoy news that you're referencing, that the Trib's Kate McGee reported, and with a news conference at the Capitol led by the Texas Legislative Black Caucus. But the fact of the matter is the university has already released its report, which concluded that the song was not, quote, overtly racist, unquote. It's hard to see how much changing since that report is already out, but we'll see. I think to an extent this depends on how much longer this conversation continues.
There was a big change this week with Texas updating the COVID-19 vaccine priority list so that all adults can get the shot now. Some worry the state moved too quickly. Is there any evidence in that?
Right, so some are questioning whether the state, which is still having to deal with demand outpacing supply of the vaccine, is ready to relax its eligibility restrictions for the vaccine when some of the state's more vulnerable residents have not yet been vaccinated. State officials are still saying that the priority is to vaccinate those most vulnerable Texans, but that move to open eligibility has triggered efforts in some cities, such as in San Antonio, to preemptively increase options for those who may fall through the cracks as these floodgates are opened. For example, again, in San Antonio, city officials said that they opened up about 3 weeks worth of appointments last week, while the eligibility requirements were still restricting access, and those roughly 30,000 slots were all filled immediately. So we'll see.
All right, Cassie Pollock with the Texas Tribune. Thank you, Cassie.
Thank you.